So this morning we go over that Kiwi Farms house cat chart, right? Of Nick's degeneracy. And I break it down. I share a few new stories that I'd never shared before. I also, said I learned a lot from this chart that I didn't know previously.
Yep.
It was interesting. And that I never would have fucking hung out with this guy if I would have known what a weird... Like, he really does have the mentality and the attitude of a 14-year-old sex pest. Like, he has that mindset. Apparently, me going over this and being funny and telling my stories drove him nuts.
Oh.
He ran off to Patrick Melton's chat.
Oh, boy.
Now, this is a man who has sexually harassed a 10-year-old girl on his streams.
Yeah.
Over and over and over.
Your daughter's got a cup holder, too. I hate to tell you. Turn her upside down. Oh, boy. Where are the kids? Where are your kids? Where are your children?
What's a little pedo amongst friends?
Breaking Baldo news. So, as we see here, the few remaining balldoguards in RekietaLaw's local channel continue to heavily rebel against Nick for his abandonment of them. Instead, he hangs out in NLO's members-only chat to bicker with people. I thought there was, quote-unquote, no point in arguing with people on the internet, Nick. And as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, it is not good in the Baldo bunker, specifically Rekieta's locals, where he built up this over-the-top weird parasocial relationship with a bunch of strangers on the internet, only to then just like throw them away like he doesn't care about them, which makes sense because it's Nick Rekieta, ultimate con man. But yeah, he's even been neglecting these little duties he has as, a content creator or like whatever the fuck he was trying to do all this time on locals, because now things aren't looking too good. Instead, he decides to go into like some weird hug box of sorts with this guy named his name is NLO, or his brand is. His actual name is like Patrick or some shit. Not sure if that was like public info. I'm pretty sure it was public info, because we're gonna look at a couple of his weird messages. Okay, like this is Nick's new VITO, essentially. Patrick Melton, NLO, whatever you want to call him. He is essentially Nick's new VITO. I mean, like, I kind of want to say, is he a more successful version of VITO? Like, he has the child enthusiast role down perfectly, which is freaking bizarre, but like, I mean, he kind of looks like him too, but whatever, we'll get to that. First, let's go over Rekieta hanging out in this VITO doppelganger's chat. So, as you can see here, and I'm going to put it up on the screen, maybe I'll make it a little bigger for you so you guys can all see. So we got Rekieta in Melton's chat over here, and he says, and he's commenting, and he has like this over here: haven't been trying to convince anyone of anything. You don't know what gaslighting even is. It's remarkable. He continues on: my daughter is snuggled into my side right now. I have headphones in with pass-through audio. She is playing on her iPad. And so Nick is just like, I don't know what the fuck he's trying to prove here. He said it was like, and it's worth noting that Nick is just giving money to this guy over and over and over again, which is probably the only reason he's standing Rekieta. But the reason Rekieta's probably giving money to him is because Patrick over here has been caught saying and doing some messed up things, alright? And one of which I've already played at the beginning of this video. And it's a clip right here, but it gets so much worse, and I'll play the other clips, this one and this one, real quick for you. So as you can see here, not exactly the brightest tool in the shed, kind of fucked up. Apparently he's some kind of like comedian, or was just like a comedian and stuff. So here is his post. He says, where I'm playing dad, I think I'll get it because the kid playing my son is the... And then he says this, which is like fucking wild, dude. Like, like what the fuck? Like, I can't really like fucking grow. Like, okay, I just want to put out some of the irony, or not even irony, but like some of the fucking hypocrisy, right? Because we love making, hypocrisy arguments now, I mean, it's kind of like the best argument, if we're being honest. But yeah, so in this I do remember Nick was all about calling anime fans PDF files, right? I do believe he did that, right? He's even recently been trying to like smear Josh as a Shotokan. He's been trying to smear the farms as all being like lolicons and stuff or whatever, because Nick does this fucking thing where he tries to relate every anime thing or anything of that sort to pedophilia. The problem with this is not only did he grift Weeb Wars where like, you know, anime was all over the place, he also tried to grift VTubers at one point, if I remember correctly. It wasn't until he had that little like hiccup with Pippa Pipkin that shit went like left, I guess, and then he had to go back to all anime fans or pedos or whatever, if that's his thing or whatever. But like, he's friends with Patrick fucking Melton over here, this fucking stand-up community, exactly just like VITO. Like, if you read this is just a VITO tweet right here, and if you look at him, he looks exactly like VITO as well. So he even wears the stupid fucking hat, he makes the fucking weird you know, God, this is just like straight up, like, I don't, like, for Nick in this, right? Like, how the hell are you donating money to this guy who's like borderline cusping on the territory of pedophilia, but you decide to attack like anime fans, and you decide to attack like, you know, kiwifarms and Null and shit like this. But this isn't where it ends, actually. And, you know, I just want to keep this in mind. To anybody watching this, and if you're on Team Baldo, this is the guy that Nick is leaving you for, right? Like, you guys feel abandoned and shit. We'll get back to you in your comments, but you guys feel abandoned? Yeah, this is the guy Nick is leaving you for. This fucking freak. So, you say more of this. I'm auditioning for a commercial with several young kids. I hope my character is supposed to have and you know what? It's like with the VITO thing. Some of the shit, like, you can't even finish it, bro. Like, what is this? Is this like, I don't understand. Like, this is from 2010, right? December 4, 2010. Was this 2010 humor? Question mark? Like, what the fuck? What is this? Thinking of some new material, cheap toilet paper and what? Like, you guys can read this. I mean, I'm not even gonna. I can't. I just can't read this. So this is Nick's new friend. Might be worth making a video on him. Just by himself, because the farms was gracious enough to be able to dig up information on this freak, and you know, Null even made a segment on him. So again, this might be a video worth making. Let me know if you'd like me to make a video on Patrick Melton. Currently Rekieta's strongest soldier, you know, the VITO replica. And then we got here, crazy that you pulled that whole sex offender move in the omnibus hearing, Rekieta, just to turn around and hang out in Melton's subscriber-only chat room. So as you can see here, it's kind of fucked up. There's like a class of people that are here born with an affliction or so for trauma that cause it, sweep it under the rug. There's pretty much no way for a non-offending PDF file to be like, yo, there's something wrong with me. So again, it's like the thing that really became you know what, this guy, I don't even think I need to explain what's wrong with this shit. I don't even think I need to explain. I think you get it, right? I think you get it. I just like, at this point, it's like, Nick, oh, Nick, I don't expect anything more from you. Would not expect anything more. But then, like, moving on here, as we already seen who Rekieta's new bestie is, right? And I think he's really, really upped his game now. But here we have some of the Baldo cards here. Geez, Nick, at least unpin the stale notices of old streams, real or imagined. So we got some disgruntled Baldo members here. You know, RekietaLaw is dealing with some shit, but damn, this place has utterly died. Nick better be getting a plea deal or his career is dead. Period. I mean, the new girl's attractive, but damn, not worth it. So, yeah, Rekieta just getting mogged by his own fucking locals. It's so fucking over, bro. Like, you think this guy's career wasn't dead before? It's so fucking over, bro. To the tune of, where have all the flowers gone? Where is Nick Rekieta gone? Long time passing. Where is Nick Rekieta gone? Long time ago. Here has Nick Rekieta gone. He's not streaming anyone. When will his show return? I don't know, but God, I hope it's soon. This person seems very educated on the thing, though. They went ahead and they got some info. And it says, Nick has not worked in a month. family money is real, and any career Nick half-assed was out of obligation or because he was only got room and board. Was only got room and board? I don't know. Meet Luis and Peaches, Nick's maternal grandparents. True Christians, Bob and Celeste, Nick's parents, control the money now. So there's that, and there's like some information there. I'm sure it's like publicly identifiable. And if it's publicly identifiable information that you could find, just for the sake of consistency and stuff, and you know, I say it's a fair game personally. I don't know, people might disagree. I'll put up a nice little community poll for you guys to take if you'd like as well. But I think a lot of us are on like the same wavelength when it comes to this. So let's read what some of the people have to say. The people. It says he's so sarcastic about everything, regardless of the topic. The bloke we covered pulled the plug on his Discord community because he couldn't handle the heat. Then he thought he'd switch to an event server with his biggest fans. If you so much as raised any question, ban, you're out. Surprisingly, he's not on the farms yet. I don't know why people keep paying him after the Dear John stream disaster, and that's where Nick tried to get a former fan of his to self-delete, essentially, for about 20 minutes or so. To which is like, come on. Really? Like, I mean, dude, there's a... You know, you could get heated, but like, this was over the top. This was like the context of this, right? It wasn't even just Nick ranting about some person. It was like, if you actually understood the context, which Nick fully understood the context behind this, right? Then there was no need for the Dear John segment at all, right? It makes it worse. But again, it's like one of those things where, you know, this is one of the things that makes us not want to have any empathy for Nick Rekieta, right? So it is like, also my philosophy is that you will be treated as you treat others or as you handle a situation, right? And in this case, it's like he is essentially trying to, in the Dear John segment, kick someone while they're down at their lowest point, or trying to make them revisit that lowest point, even though this person is, one, not a public figure, and two, didn't really do anything bad to him, right? At least not on the scale that Nick went like full nuclear on. But yeah, I just wanted to add some insight into that in case anybody had any questions regarding the Dear John segment and why it is, you know, a quote-unquote big deal or what a point to use against Nick, essentially. So we got some how pathetic, but Nick for the last 3 years has always flipped off his biggest supporters. People are just paying attention now. Suffer, local subs. Suffer. You get what you deserve, bitches. And then finally, so just like his kids, RekietaLaw abandons his chat. Well, you wouldn't be Nicky the Nose if he didn't do some abandonment, you know? But there's an edgy joke I can make there. However, it's YouTube, so yes, I know they're party poopers, but whatever. Anyway, that's the latest update on this so far. Rekieta has abandoned what's left of his fan base to hang out with a guy that says pedophilic things because he thinks that's cool, I guess. I can't, and that's actually true. I mean, it's not even, this isn't even like a fiction. This is not fiction. This is not a fucking untrue statement. This is literally what is presented to you. This is who Nick has left, you know, his fucking locals chat for. His remaining fan base for this guy. This fucking freak. This it's just fucking like, I don't know, man. Like, I bet. Like, exactly. Who thinks this is like comedy, right? I don't know, man. That's fucked up. But I gotta again thank the farms for, you know, covering this shit. And I mean, you know, big ups. Anyway, that's all I have for this video, guys. Like and share if you found it enlightening, entertaining, or one of the combination of the two. So I will see you all in the next one. There is a couple other Rekieta videos that could come out, or I might just save that for the Friday stream. As you know, we do streams every Friday at 8:15 Central, 9:15 EST, and we don't care about those damn what are the West Coasters. But I seriously, you know, you guys are welcome in there. Except if you're from California. Don't like those Californians, real. Other than that, guys, we might go over that. There's going to be a lot to cover. A lot of corn to harvest, so to speak. But until next time, guys, I'll see y'all in the next one. And remember, don't be rackets.